Hello everyone, welcome to AS Online and this is Narendra. So in this video, we will discuss the notification of the State Bank of India and that is circle based officer. So you can see over here the circle based officer. So what is the circle based officer? They will be the circle officers on a particular circle. For example, if I talk about the Andhra Pradesh, so Amravati is the circle. So they will be posted over there only and they will not be able to move on from that particular place for a certain period of time. So is the case if someone has applied to the circle Telangana, then they will be posted in the Hyderabad and they are circle officers. So that is circle based officer. They will remain posted in Telangana, in Hyderabad until they are getting the next promotion or something else. So let's go on to the notifications detail of it. What are the eligible criteria, how many number of vacancies are there, and so on and so forth. So let's the very first thing is that that you need to apply through online for all these job application nowadays. So is the case of this circle based officer. You need to apply, visit to the State Bank of India website, and from there you can be guided by step to apply for this post. So what are the important dates? So the important dates for this is this one, that is from 9th of 1 minute. So from 9th of May to 29th of May 2025. So both the days are inclusive. Right? So this is a date between which you need to apply. The next part is how many posts are there throughout India. All over India, we have 2,600 vacancies are there, which is segregated on the state-wise. Let's begin here. That list it will be available in our notification. So below this video, you will find that the original notification is attached. So from whichever state you are, you can check the vacancies. And one particular thing is that, so if you are applying to a particular circle, you will not be able to move on from that particular circle and attending the examination in another circle. It won't happen. So therefore, carefully choose the circle while you are applying for the post. Okay, my dear friends. So it's a officer based post, and you can see that 2,600 posts are there throughout India. What next? That is the eligibility criteria. We need to check that am I eligible or not. So usually what happens, there are two criteria is there. One is the age limit and the other one is the education qualification. So in this case, the age limit is 30 years, 30 years. And on the top of that, in case of SC or ST, there is 5 years of relaxation, OBC 3 years of relaxation. That is anyhow is applied, and along with that, the reservation is also there as usual. Okay. Coming over here, as I said that the age limit is 30 years, is the maximum of age limit, excluding the relaxation, that to be in as on 34 2025. 5 is missing, don't worry. So the upper age limit is 30 years. Right, my dear friends? Coming to the education qualification. What is that education qualification? They are simply looking for graduation. Any graduation from any discipline. It does not matter whether it's arts or science or commerce or engineering or any other things. Right, my dear friends? I'm moving on to the next part, that selection process. So that's what we are looking for. What are the selection process are? So let's have a look at that. You will have the written examination first. So there will be a written examination, and after that there will be a screening test, and after that there will be an interview. So these are the 3 stages are there. in this interview, in the process of the interview, there will be an verification of your document, whatever education qualification or experience you have put up. So whether that matching or not, that is what the paper verification. And on the top of that, the last part is the language proficiency. If someone apply in Telangana, so there is two official languages mentioned in the notification. That is, one is Telugu, the other one is Urdu. So that means you must be proficient in either of these two languages, reading, writing, and speaking. So this will be the fourth and the last stage, that is language proficiency test. Let me show you all this. That is, online test is there, that's a written examination, objective computer based test, and screening test, and then interview, and then final selection, and the local language proficiency test. So it is clear, online test, what will be there on the online test, I am going to explain you that. And the screening, so there will be a verification of your documents and whether it is matching according to the required qualifications and the age limit or not. That is what is called screening. So you have nothing to do over there, you just have to put up the certificates, whatever is needed to verify. Now then comes interview. So interview is the part of the selection over here. So when it is over, then it comes the final selection. But when it comes the final selection, there will be, after selection, there will be an local language proficiency. So whatever the local language you have mentioned, if you are failed to fulfill the requirement as reading, writing, and speaking, then you will be your appointment will be cancelled. You will not be able to join the bank, even though you got the final selection. So this criteria to be kept in the mind while you are applying for any particular state. So usually what happens, we see that in a particular state more number of vacancies are there, so we try to move on and apply to this particular circle. It's fine as long as you know the language mentioned in that circle. You can speak, you can talk, and you can read, and you can write. So in that case, for that reason, the language proficiency test is there. Hope, my dear friends, that selection process is clear to you. Now one thing must be there in your mind, that what will be there in the written test, how many questions, what are the bifurcation of the subjects. So all this we are going to see over here. Now before that, what is the final selections, the weightage of your written examinations, what you are writing over there, and the interview. So the written examination and the interview, they will be in the ratio of, the weightage of that in the final selection will be in the ratio of 75:25. That means whatever the marks you get over here, it will be converted on the base 75, and that will be your written test marks. And whatever you score in interview will be 50 marks. Interview will be 50 marks, and this test, online test, will be 120 marks. So the maximum marks I am talking about. So these two marks will be distributed in the ratio of 25:25, 75:25, and after that, based on that, your final score list will be prepared. Come on, my dear friends, this we are going to see what online test is here. So the online test, there will be an 4 test in this online test. You can see that there is an English language, there is an banking knowledge, a great benefit to the people who are already working as a clerk in the different bank. So there they will take the advantage, banking knowledge, and the general awareness and economy. This is common for all the examination, right, my dear friends? So the next one is the computer aptitude. This also nowadays is common for all the competitive examination or the job related examination. So here once again I will quickly recap the English language 30 question and 30 marks. And the same way banking knowledge, there is 40 questions and 40 marks. And the general awareness and economy, that is 30 questions and 30 marks. And then lastly comes the computer aptitude, that's 20 questions and 20 marks. Like that, you will find that the total will be 120 questions and each question carries 1 marks, therefore 120 marks. The whole total of the time is 2 hours allotted here, and there is a time breakup. You can see that in the section wise there is a time breakup. What is the time breakup? In English you can spend only 30 minutes, so 30 questions 30 minutes. So is the case of banking knowledge, that's 40 questions 40 minutes. So is the case of general awareness and economy, 30 questions 30 minutes, 30 marks and 30 minutes. So is the case of computer aptitude, that's 20 questions 20 marks and 20 minutes. So it's a completely in a uniform way, that is 30 questions 30 marks, 40 questions 40 marks, 30 questions 30 minutes, minutes, and 20 questions and 20 minutes. Like that, total 220 questions in 2 hours, and 2 hours is nothing but that is 120 minutes. So each question carrying 1 minute, therefore 120 questions is carrying 120 minutes. But there will be a breakup, sectional wise breakup. Till the 30 minutes, you have to be on this this topic only, on this subject only, that is English. You cannot move on before 30 minutes. So once the this section will be over, automatically the next section will be open and it will remain open for 40 minutes. So this is how the nowadays the competitive examination pattern is there, right? It is nothing new for that. Right, my dear friends, so it is time to apply as quickly as possible. You can see that there is no quantitative aptitude. Right, my dear friends, there is no data interpretation. There is no reasoning or logic. Nothing. Okay, anyhow, this is to inform you what all is going to come in the written examination. Now, moving onward, once again, I would like to highlight this one. That is, the date of application starts from 9th of May 2025 and up to 29th of May 2025. And there's a great advantage for the people who are already working in the banking, as the banking knowledge is one of the part of it. Right. So I would like to throw some light why SBA is preferred over other bank. Through IBBS also you get a lot of banks are involved, around 7 or 8 banks are involved. Why SBI is preferred over other nationalized banks? There are few things are there you are expected to know, and just this for the knowledge point of view, that the SBI is the largest bank of our country. So obviously when you are in the SBI and when you are in the Punjab and Sindh bank, there is a big difference. You are working in the largest volume of the bank and the largest people working in this bank. So that is one point. There are a couple of points are there. That is, in SBI, your growth rate will be fast and could be very high. The reason is that the number of branches are more, and it is spread across the India, more branches than any other bank. Therefore, as one person moves on one batch moves on to the next top layer, then you can move on to the next part. Therefore, the growth rate is very high and very quick in SBI when compared to the other bank. This is not the notification, I am just giving some comparison between the State Bank of India and the other bank. Okay. Now, while you come further, the State Bank of India has an attractive salary and perks. So other banks do not match with that, because the State Bank of India gives initially two extra to extra increments from the day you join. Whereas other people, officers from the other bank will be getting the very basic salary. That means after 2 years, what they will get from their bank in the SBA, you will be getting the very first day. That's the advantage. So there is an attractive salary, attractive perks. And on top of that, there is a global exposure of State Bank of India because a lot of branches are there abroad. So you chances is more that you get a abroad posting after some time in future in future of your career. Now coming to the next one, it is has a large network of training system. So it has a good network. So as a result, your financial knowledge and your work experience counts a lot in the open market. Coming to the next one, my dear friends, job security and social status. So job security, that's what we are very keenly looking for. So that is there in the State Bank of India. Of course, it is also there in the other banks too. So and the social status, the moment you say that you are from State Bank of India, in our society, the banking effect is so deep rooted that people have a different opinion about you. Right, my dear friends? So I wanted to say that your job is secured and you have the good reputation while you are working in State Bank of India. Coming to the next part here, the well balance you can do it between well balance. You can do it between your work life as well as your family life while working in the bank. Okay, and lastly, not the least, that variety of roles are there while you are working in the bank, because you know that wherever the Reserve Bank of India is not there, there the State Bank of India works as the Reserve Bank of India. And lot of bank government activities is undertaken by the State Bank of India. That gives you a vast exposure of the banking system. That is one advantage while you are working in State Bank of India. And the other one, as I already worked in the State Bank of India, I know that the union is so strong that they keep the balance between the management, upper management and the lower management. So a very well balanced work is there because of all these factors. So I can move on over here. Wanted to show you why SBI is preferred over other banks. Right, my dear friends, this is what I explained, that the advantage with the State Bank of India. So it is about the circle based officer notification. Please do not forget, if you are eligible, do not forget to apply this on or before 29th of May 2025. Right, my dear friends? In case if you have any doubt, then you are free to call us at our number, and you can get this in our website called ACE Online. With this, thank you very much and wish you all the best to all of you, my dear friends.